Hello everybody, this is Big Lou here with another video project that was requested to me by a friend of mine. After his disappointment with Mario Kart Wii, he decided to ask me, you should do a list of what your favorite Mario Kart series is. So I decided to compile this little video of mine. It took a while for me to do since I had to record all the footage of all the Mario Kart games except for Mario Kart DS. I had trouble filming that one. But overall, it's a top 6 list of my favorite Mario Kart series, and you're either gonna like it or you're gonna hate it. So that's just the life of being on the internet. Room for all opinions. So hopefully you'll enjoy this top 6 list. It feels weird not saying top 10, but anyway, here's the top 6 list for my favorite Mario Kart games, and I hope you enjoy it. Oh boy, and it already starts by me putting Mario Kart Double Dash at the bottom of the list. Now, don't get me wrong, now Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube was a pretty good game. The the new concept of having two people on a cart was pretty much interesting, especially for the co-op modes, which I really loved about the Mario Kart Double Dash was how you can able to do co-op with your friend, how one person drives and the other person throws items and whatnot. And each character also had special items, which also made it a bit pretty much on the fun side, and the fact that Mario Kart Double Dash was more on the more tactic side, which was pretty much a good thing. But my downfall for Mario Kart Double Dash would have to be the fact that you didn't get any of the retro tracks from the previous game, and the battle stages, which I was really disappointed with, was the fact that the battle modes were just too gosh darn small. And despite the fact that the battle mode wasn't all that great, one of the key features that was supposed to be revolutionary for the GameCube was the able to have 8 players with the LAN mode, which you had to buy the Nintendo GameCube broadband adapter for. But the problem with that was the fact that aside from myself, nobody else bought it. Oh yes, Mario Kart Wii makes it at number 5. Now, when this game was introduced, Mario Kart Wii, pretty much everybody was hyped up since there was a lot of divided mixes between Double Dash and the fact that they went back to the just having one card, trying to bring back the good old era of Mario Kart. But then, when we first of all, the first meeting was when they announced how the game was going to be dumbed down to the core, not the hardcore audience, but the casual people. And the first thing that went was the also inevitable power slide, which a lot of people were divided on. Now, for me, it doesn't matter since I really can't snake too well. And even though I'll admit the new power slide scheme was a bit too easy, there was still a lot of good out of Mario Kart Wii. I mean, the fact that some of the levels to me were some of the best I've ever played. And another thing I can think of is the fact that it included a lot of retro tracks from all the previous games, so that was another big surprise. And the fact that there are a lot of hidden characters, although most of the hidden characters were pretty much not even worth talking about, so I'm just going to steer away from that. And the big feature is the online play, which was very much better from the Smash Brothers online mode. The fact that it just worked right on the fly, and you could just, well, you still had to wait to get into a game, but I really did like the online features, even though it's gonna have that oh so friendly friend code that's never gonna go bye-bye. And probably the most biggest feature that was divided aside from the power slide scheme would have to be the Wii Wheel, which came included with the game. Now, me personally, I'm kind of divided on it. I mean, I don't hate the steering wheel, but it's pretty much just like, just a little quick gimmicky feature. I don't think it was too gimmicky because, as you can see here, I enjoy using the Wii wheel, but I pretty much only use it if I just want to lay back and just relax and don't even care. But if I'm gonna be playing in competition mode, then I'm pretty much gonna use my key Wiimote nunchuck control scheme because that's the way I roll. And another thing I didn't like about Mario Kart Wii was the AI. I mean, I thought the rubber band AI was bad in Mario Kart 64, but it's 10 times worse in Mario Kart Wii. I mean, you would be in first place and then all of a sudden within the second lap you get hit by a spike shell, then you get hit by a red shell, then you get knocked over by a guy who has the Starman, then you get hit by Bullet Bill, and that would just pretty much, I wouldn't get frustrated, I would just be like, oh great, so I guess I'm just gonna come in last place now. And let's see, what else? Oh yes, now probably the biggest disappointment I had since the Double Dash battle mode is the fact that in Mario Kart Wii's battle mode, there is no free-for-all. It's all team-based. And I guess they figured that, team-based multiplayer is the new fad now. So let's just get rid of the one key feature that made Mario Kart so good in the first place, was doing free-for-all deathmatch in battle mode. And the balloon battles isn't even worth it anymore, since when you lose all 3 balloons, you come back with all 3 balloons back to the way you were, and it was pretty much all points based. So that was another big miss for me. I really miss how fun the battle mode was. I mean, the battle mode's okay, but it's just I just don't know. While we're on this subject, why not we talk about the oh so infamous unbalanced items? Now, in the previous Mario Kart games, the only item you pretty much had to worry about was the lightning bolt, but even then, the chance of you getting a lightning bolt is pretty much slim. But now you have to worry about the lightning bolt, this other tricky lightning bolt, oh, the POW block, and it just seems now they just made the items too powerful in multiplayer, especially now since pretty much racing online, it doesn't even matter how good you are, it just matters who's going to get that last item towards the end of the stretch race, which I'm pretty sure people have noticed now when you play Mario Kart Wii online, how most people are choosing the most basic track just so you know that on the final lap it's going to come down to who gets that red shell in the end.